What is good, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another review. This is not your average sneakerhead, Tony Ramsey, and today we're taking a look at the Yeezy 380 in the Alien Blue colorway. Now, before we jump into the review, thank you guys so much for watching. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to the channel. Know that I've been a little bit inactive for the past few months, but I do plan to pick that back up here in June. Bring you guys a lot more reviews going forward, keep you guys up to date on the latest releases, and let you guys see what sneakers look like in hand so you guys make a decision whether this is one that you want to add to your collection. Also, if this is your first time here, please make sure to leave this video a like and also subscribe to the channel, as it does help YouTube channels grow. It helps me get back out there to the algorithm and get you guys some more content. Now, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into some details about this sneaker. So the Yeezy 380 is one of the newer Yeezy silhouettes. They've had a number of different colorways that have been pretty much hit or miss, but I think this Alien Blue colorway might have a little bit more appeal to it than some of the other ones, as it is a pretty wearable color. And people that have been sleeping on 380s are actually missing out on the fact that these are really comfortable sneakers. But let's go ahead and look at some details about the box first, and then we'll get into the sneaker. So the 380s come in your standard cardboard Yeezy box, 380 there on the top. Then on the sides, you do have the branding. You have the size label on that side, Yeezy Boost 380. On this side, you have the Boost 380 as well. Then on the side of the box, you do have Boost and big print. And the official colorway is Alien Blue, Alien Blue, Alien Blue. I got these in a US size 9, and this is what the label looks like in case you're planning to pick a pair up on the aftermarket. You guys can legit check your pairs. They do have the drawer style pull-outs. You have standard paper inside, and then you have your sneakers, and they also do come with a spare set of laces, and these are the same color as the ones that are in the sneaker, but they're standard laces, and we'll get into some more details about the laces later on in the video. And that's pretty much it for the unboxing. So look at the sneaker itself. So the 380s come in a standard prime knit upper. It does have some different patterns and different colors in it, which is one reason why I think that 380s are so interesting. But they're also very polarizing because of the colors they've been using. I don't think it's the silhouette itself that's been the issue. It's been more the colorways that they've been choosing. So we'll look here at the toe box. The 380s have a toe box that's not quite as narrow as the 350 toe box. And I think that these were probably patterned to give you a more comfortable experience than the 350s. So these do have a more rounded out toe box here. You do have a seam that goes all the way up from the tip of the toe box of the sneaker, all the way up the middle of the sneaker. So it is a one-piece construction booty upper. Then you also do have that like staticky looking like pattern inside of it. And it does have some hints of gray, cream, and a little bit of green that's mixed in there as well. We'll give you guys some more shots of that here in a sec. Looking at the lateral side of the sneaker, on the lateral side of the sneaker, you guys can see more of that pattern. It's kind of scattered. There really is no rhyme or reason to how that pattern is or how it goes, but you guys can see it. You guys, there's more cream at the bottom, than as you go up the sneaker, you get more of those gray hints inside of it. And then where the little bit of green comes in is on this little stripe right here that's kind of translucent. And you guys can see that's more like in a limeish or like a really soft green color. And it gives a nice little hint of contrast onto the sneaker overall. Moving on to the rear of the sneaker, see on the rear of the sneaker, you do have a seam that runs up the middle of the rear of the sneaker where the lateral and the medial sides meet. Some more of that staticky pattern up there. Then on the medial side of the sneaker, you do have another like organic looking stripe right there. Doesn't quite have as much of that green color to it. It's more gray, but does have some green outlining around it. And you do have more of that gray static pattern as well. Another interesting detail about 380s is the midsole. The midsole, you do have this like terrain looking type of pattern, and that is very reminiscent of what was on the first Alien colorway, which was the OG 380 release. Those were pretty popular out of the gate, but the 380 popularity has since died down since then. Then moving on to the shoestrings. The shoestrings, as I mentioned before, they aren't standard. You do have the infinity lacing system here where the shoestrings are connected at the top, with they're sewn in together. And tighten the shoe, you just pull the string right here and tightens up the shoe all the way down. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the infinity shoelaces. I wish they were able to be taken off. But if you do want to remove these, you have to actually cut this off and then put in the standard laces, and then you're stuck with standard laces going forward. Something to keep in mind. Now the outsole of 380s, you would think it doesn't have much traction as it is a translucent outsole, but there are like some wavy, almost herringbone-ish type of traction there. So they do give you some stepping comfort. You also do have full Boost technology inside of the midsole. See the Boost text right there at the bottom, and that does give you a lot more cushion when you're walking around in these. These probably wouldn't be pretty bad to walk around as they also do have some padding back here in the rear of the sneaker around the Achilles area to keep your foot locked in. Move the paper out the inside. Then looking at the insole, we'll remove that. And the insole is kind of like in a creamish color as well. You do have some Adidas and Yeezy branding there at the rear of the insole. On the bottom of the insole, it looks like it mimics the bottom of an outsole of a sneaker with some Adidas branding there and some more like mimic of traction patterns. And that's it for most of the details about the sneaker itself. So 380s are actually a pretty simple silhouette. Where most of the intricacies come into the play is really with the colorways of the sneaker. Like I said, they've had some colorways that have been pretty much hit or miss. I think this one is probably going to be more of a long-term hit because it is simple, it's really easy to wear, and they came out right around the beginning of summertime. So you have plenty of options putting these into your sneaker rotation for the summer. And how I would style these, I recommend wearing these with some joggers or maybe like some sweats that have the bottom of it cinched to where you can show off more the silhouette of the sneaker. I don't think they would look very good with just with shorts. Maybe if you wear shorts and some long socks, I'm not sure, but with it being a sock-like sneaker, it's really up to you. However you plan to rock them, I'd say go ahead and put them off that way. They do look interesting on foot. They look better on foot than they do in hand, so just keep that in mind as well. Let's talk about sizing for 380s. So 380 sizing can be a little bit all over the place. Well, Yeezy sizing in general can be a little bit all over the place. In most sneakers, I am a true 8.5, but in all Yeezy sneakers, I go up to a size 9. No different in these, I went up to a size 9, but I felt like I could have probably gone with an 8.5 as I do have a little bit more room in the toe box area than I was expecting to have in the 380s. So if you do plan to grab these, I would say go with your true size, but if you are still cautious about Yeezy sizing, I would say go up a half size and feel a little bit too big. Throw an extra insole in there and you should be good to go. One other detail to mention is that this 380 is actually fully reflective. Typically when you have a sneaker that's fully reflective from Yeezy, they have one that's standard and one that's reflective, but they only released a reflective version of this one, and it does shine pretty good when you hit it with a flash. I'll give you guys some B-roll of how that looks, and that does give this sneaker like a little bit more appeal than your standard 380. Last but not least, to talk about the resale value for this sneaker. So 380s typically retail for about 230 bucks, and they've been going for either right around retail or a little bit under. This one is no different. I think right now in the resale market, they're going between 270 to 300 bucks depending on your size. And I think that's a fair price for these for the resale market. The original Aliens were going for over 500 bucks at some point. Not sure if they still do right now, but these being that cheap, it's a good alternative to the Aliens if you still want to add those to your collection. This would be a nice one to take a flyer on, maybe save yourself some money, as I think the colorway is pretty good. And I actually kind of like these a little bit better than the Aliens because they have that reflective aspect to them as well. So if you didn't want to pick these up, you're not going to be paying too much more over retail. So I wouldn't invest in this sneaker, but this would be a nice one to add to your collection if you have the funds available for them. That's going to do it for my review of the Yeezy 380 and the Alien Blue colorway. Let's go ahead and get these two on feet and show you guys how they look. That's going to do it for my review of the Yeezy 380 and the Alien Blue colorway. Let me know what you guys think about the sneaker down in the comment section below. Is this one that you guys picked up? Did you pass on them? Do you like 380s, or do you are you pretty much off the 380 silhouette, or if you off Yeezys altogether? Because they've been putting out a ton of Yeezys lately, so if we've had Yeezy fatigue, I definitely would understand that as well. But either way, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this sneaker, if you guys picked it up or if you guys passed on it. Also, as I mentioned, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, as I do plan to get you guys more reviews coming up here in the next few months. I took a little bit of a break off, but I am back at it now, so look forward to bringing you guys more content. You guys can also notice the background's a little bit different as well, as I am revamping my sneaker collection. I've been getting rid of a lot of things and just being more selective with things that I keep in the collection. I think I was getting up to way too many pairs, so trying to scale that down and only keep the things that I really like. So with that being said, expect the background to change over time, but either way, I'll still bring you guys more reviews going forward. Thank you guys again for watching. This has been Not Your Average Sneakerhead, Tony Ramsey. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I look forward to catching you guys on my next review. Peace.